Hi, bar has opened, so let's unbox and review the Grant's Triple Wood Blended Scotch Whisky. Hey, SG Alcohol Guy here, giving you honest reviews on the alcohols that I am tasting. And as mentioned, today we'll be unboxing and then reviewing this Grant's Triple Wood Blended Scotch Whisky. And to begin with the unboxing, simple, paper box with a beautiful, differently shaped bottle. If you can see, it's a little bit, triangular shaped. Kinds of reminds me of the Glenfiddich. I think that was in this shape as well. Nothing else in the box except dust, so let's put this aside. And this Grant's Triple Wood Blended Scotch Whisky is retailing at around 58 Singapore dollars per bottle. For that, you will get this uniquely shaped 700 ml bottle with 40% alcohol content. And as per the name, it is aged in 3 different woods. So it's written here, American oak for brown sugar smoothness, virgin oak for rich spiciness, and bourbon refilled for mellow vanilla. Let's see if all these flavors come out. And as per my whiskey reviews, I will be reviewing them in 3 ways. Number 1, I'll be having them neat. Number 2, I will be adding some water to the whiskey. And number 3, I'll be having it on the rocks. Starting with neat. Now, I wanted to use a pourer for this, but apparently it comes with its own, so I'll just leave it as it is. That being said, I'm not going to drink too much today, so I'll be measuring the amount that I'll be pouring out so that I keep my drinking to the minimum. Just a simple double shot for my taste test. And immediately you can see the color. It's actually a very pale yellow color for a whiskey. It looks nice and orange in the bottle, but inside here, well, when you reduce the amount, you can see the color for what it is. It's a pale yellow. Now, I do know that the color doesn't really play a part. They tend to be artificially added in after that to give of the whiskey color. But I do like my whiskeys to look consistently like this, a darker color, as opposed to something like this. Reason being, I just feel that the stronger color gives a more robust feel. But let's see how it goes for this whiskey. Now, to nose a whiskey, you tend to swirl it in this, I call it a tulip glass for easy pronunciation. You can swirl it and just leave your nose above the glass. The smell will naturally come out. And not unlike typical whiskies in this price range, it does smell a little bit like paint thinner, like lacquer, nail polish remover. It has that smell. However, it also has a certain dryness to it. I could actually smell the dry texture coming into my nose. So this could be a whiskey with some layers to it. Now, second reason I like to swirl is I want to see how long the legs come down from the sides of the glass. The faster it flows down, the lesser the finish is going to be. If it takes a very long time to disappear like so, it really started to come down after about 10 to 12 seconds. So you can expect a 10 to 12 second finish. Let's find out. Taste test 1. And I'll tell you, you can drink this neat. There is the burn, the alcohol burn, the whiskey burn, but it's not that strong. It warms me up, and then the warmth actually stays on my chest, slowly making its way down. On top of that, there is some dryness at the sides of my tongue that appeared maybe after 5 to 6 seconds. It comes across, however, as a sweet smoothness. So the sweetness of the whiskey starts the moment it enters my mouth, but it's not an overpowering sweetness. It's a very gentle sweetness all over my tongue. Again, the dryness appears maybe 5 seconds later, while the alcohol warmth just comes down. It's not even alcohol burn, it's alcohol warmth that's slowly making its way down. By itself, extremely enjoyable. But let's see how it tastes with Bruce Lee's favorite drink, water. Now, what water does to whiskey is it's supposed to open up the whiskey, bring more flavors and reduce the alcohol burn. So mixing it up a little bit, and taste test too. The water increased the alcohol burn. The warmth is in my mouth. It's at the back of my mouth now. It's at the top of my throat now. Increased. However, going down is minimal. So it sort of kept the alcohol burn in your mouth. The sweetness is definitely enhanced. It's a much sweeter whiskey with water in it. The dryness disappears, and I can sense a water joke coming, because you add water, the dryness disappears, but I can't explain why. It's just a sweet whiskey with a nice burn in the mouth, perfect for a cold day, and just as enjoyable as having it neat. So far, for both taste tests, they're both excellent ways to drink it. But let's see how it tastes on the rocks. So I'm using a ice ball as opposed to ice cubes. In fact, some people even use crushed ice to drink the whiskey. Now, there's no right or wrong, it's just how you prefer it. I just think ice balls look cool, plus they last a little bit longer, which means I have more excuses to drink this a little bit more. But again, we have to be very professional and pour the exact same amount. I have to use the double shot again because I accidentally used it earlier on. Only because I don't want to spill anything onto my mat. And with that, let's do the okie dokie. And gently does it into the glass. Of course, I spilled some. So I'm letting that settle for just a couple of seconds. You just need the whiskey to be chilled without being diluted, since we already diluted the whiskey with some water earlier on. Now that it's sufficiently chilled, taste test 3. Having it on the rocks killed off the taste. It has now become a very bland whiskey. There's no burn, there's no sweetness, there's no dryness, there's just a whiskey flavor which has no personality. There's just nothing to it when you have it on the rocks. Personally, I actually regret pouring it like this. I should have poured a smaller amount so I don't actually waste the whiskey. That's my impression of it on the rocks. So my review of the Grant's Triple Wood Blended Scotch Whiskey is either have it neat or with a little bit of water. Leave the ice out of this. Hi, thanks for watching up to this point. I just want to state that all these reviews are based on my personal taste preferences and opinions. They're not to be used as an industry standard. I do, however, want to find out what you think about this Grant's Triple Wood Blended Scotch Whiskey and how you drink it. Drop me some comments. And if you're still here, do help me click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell, because I do try to upload at least one new video every week. Plus, if you know of anyone interested in watching such reviews, do help me send them the link to the video as well. And as per always, happy drinking.